Today I'm going to show you guys how to change out the oil on your KTM, Husqvarna, or GasGas 250 or 350 dirt bike. Now, these motors have been around for a long time and they have had some updates over the years, but the oil change process is going to be the same. Now, you do want to check your capacities and your torque specs in your service manual and just verify that you have the same thing going on here. We've got a 2023 FX 350 in the shop that we're going to be doing this on, and you should be changing this oil out at least every 15 hours. Most people are doing it a little bit sooner, so let's go ahead and get started. To do this job, we have our Tusk oil change kit. It comes with your choice of oil, a filter, your crush washer, and a paper funnel. We have some contact cleaner to help clean things up, a little bit of grease. Then obviously you're going to need a drain pan. We're also using a measuring cup. And then as far as tools go, we're using a 13mm combo wrench, 8, 10, and 13mm T-handles. I've got my needle nose pliers, and when we go back together, we're gonna use a torque wrench. Other than that, I have safety glasses, rubber gloves, and some rags. Over at the bike, you wanna start it up for a minute in a well-ventilated area, let it warm up, and then once you shut it off, you're gonna remove your skid plate. Now that process might look a little different depending which skid plate you have. As I remove the drain plugs, I'm gonna make sure everything's clean around there. So this one in the back, I'm gonna use the 13mm combo wrench to remove it. Then we've got one on the side. I've got my 13mm T-handle to take that out. Then you can pull out the oil screen. And then for the oil filter, I'm using the 8mm T-handle and those pliers to remove it. Then we'll pull out that oil filter. So while everything is draining, I'm gonna clean everything up. So the drain plug, we're gonna get the crush washer swapped out. You wanna spray off your oil screen, make sure there's no metal shavings on there. And then we're also gonna be cleaning the sealing surfaces for the drain plugs and that oil filter. And when you're cleaning these caps, you wanna make sure you look at the O-rings, and if they're damaged or flattened, you definitely wanna get them replaced. Now to go together, I'm going to install the drain plug in the back first. I'm going to torque it to 14.8 foot-pounds. Now for the screen, you want to make sure you have oil on both of your O-rings. And then there's a little groove that this actually sits in the back. You need to make sure this gets in there. Now this doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes people can get this offset and it's going to let some metal shavings go through your oil pump gears. You don't want that to happen. So one thing you can do to help with that is just use some needle nose pliers. You can feel for when that lines up with the groove. You're gonna have to press it in. It pops in just like that, and it's holding itself in the center. So we know we're good. The other issue people run into is these caps getting stuck on here. So something we're gonna do to help prevent that is just apply a little bit of grease around here, and we're also gonna torque it to spec. And on this, it's gonna be 11.1 foot-pounds. Now to install the oil filter, for us, what we're gonna do is put some oil on that grommet. Some people like to soak that oil filter in some oil before they put it in, and then put that into place and then install your cap. We're gonna torque those bolts to 7.4 foot-pounds. Now I'm gonna remove the oil fill cap. It's on the right side of the bike. You wanna clean that off and the sealing surface. Then we're gonna use our funnel and pour some oil in to reinstall the oil fill cap. And I'm gonna start the bike and run it for a minute and then double check that oil level in the sight glass. You want it to be at least halfway up to 3/4 of the way up in there. Once you've verified your level, you can reinstall your skid plate and you're good to go. That's it for changing out the oil on your KTM, Husqvarna, or GasGas 250 or 350. If you have any questions, leave those down in the comments. And if you need an oil change kit or anything else for your bike, you can click the link in the description below. It's gonna take you over to our website. Make sure you take advantage of our free shipping over $75. Now, if you wanna see more helpful content like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'm Charles with Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Thanks for watching.